Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Splash in Panama City Beach for 2023. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. In this video, I want to go through the pricing trends we saw in 2023 and talk to you about what I see going into the spring market in 2024. There are already people thinking about buying and closing on a condo to be ready for the rental season for this year. A few things that I'm hearing a lot already since the first of the year, a lot of questions about hey, Craig, what's going on with the market? Our HOA fees are going up substantially. Our insurance costs are moving up. Hey, Craig, rental revenues were down a little bit this year. Craig, what's going on with the new law dealing with vacation ordinances in Panama City Beach? How's the new state condo law affecting us in our particular condo project? So a lot of things to talk about this year in the condo market. We're going to watch it very closely for you. Before we get into the statistics of Splash, I want to share something with you that can either help you if you're thinking about selling anytime soon, or if you have a friend or family anywhere in the country who's thinking about selling real estate in 2024, please share this with them. A couple of statistics. Real estate listings marketed with video receive 403% more inquiries than those without. If we just stop right there, think about it. Properties marketed with video receive 403% more inquiries than those without. I'm just trying to stress the importance of making sure you're using video when it is time to sell. Only 37% of real estate agents actually use video. I would tell you nationally, I follow a lot of different agents nationally, and it's even a smaller subset of agents that are doing a good job with video. 75% of home buyers consider a virtual tour to be a significant factor in their decision-making process. Video viewers remember 95% of a message compared to 10% who read the text. And this is a big one. 51% of home shoppers use YouTube as their number one destination research. We've got a spell check there I need to correct. As their number one destination for research. Think about that. Number one destination for research, YouTube. All this, if you think about it, is a pretty simple thing. The internet, Google's the number one search engine, YouTube's the number two search engine. They put a lot of importance, not only Google and YouTube, but social media puts a lot of importance on video. There's a video out there, all of those places push that out and give it a high level of importance. So just like 15, 20 years ago, we were talking about using a professional photographer instead of your own camera. Professional videographer is better than, walking through and trying to do a TikTok video or something. Professional 3D tour versus your standard old school virtual tour. The statistics we've been doing video exclusively now for a couple of years, and I can tell you it makes a big difference, especially as so many of the buyers for these condos are coming from somewhere else. They're doing their research online, and it's as simple as, if you have a website to show with still images, that's great. It can go here, 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 here on the internet. But if you have a video that also goes all these other places, if you have a 3D tour that goes all these other places, that's why you're getting more interest in things selling faster when you have all these other media assets involved. It's just a matter of exposure. So make sure you're using video, 3D tours when you, your friends, family are thinking about marketing real estate 2024. All right, enough of that. Statistics time. Splash, remember months of inventory. 5 or 6 months of inventory represents a neutral, balanced market in real estate. Less than 5 or 6 months, seller's market, things are moving faster. Maybe you have more price appreciation. Over 5 or 6 months of inventory is very much buyer market territory. That's where you see price reductions sometimes. That's where you see more supply, less demand, all those basics. So months of inventory in Splash, second half of the year has been at 9 or above, 9, 11, 10, 10, 12. 2 months, it jumped down to 3.3 and 2.5 just because of the balance of supply and demand. For the most part, though, it's been a pretty soft market in Splash the second half of the year, not unlike a lot of the rest of the market. The longer we hover again above 5 or 6 months of inventory, we've got to watch that because that's pressure on pricing. I've got this organized by I've got this organized by organized chronologically. So let's start with sales in Splash 2023 and go starting with just the one bedrooms. 435,000, 500,000, 425,000, 500,000, 440,000, 470,000, 400,000. And I know we're dealing with a few different variables there, but you can see generally we've crept down from the 435 and the 500 range to 500 and 400 range. There's a little bit of price depreciation there in Splash over the course of the year. We have a couple of versions of the 2-bedroom. Let's focus on. We'll go with the larger one first. 665,000. 775,000. So that was a nice, actually, if we're looking at such small amount of data, but that was a nice increase in sales. Of course, floor height and condition, all those things will matter. If we're looking at the other floor plan, 586,000, 659,000, 599,000. I think that might be the only one. Yeah. And then 3 bedrooms, or a few of those sales this year. We closed one sold for $864,900. One sold for $710,000. We closed this one for $810,000, and another one closed for $852,000. Those are your sales in Splash for 2023. Zero units pending at the moment. So considering it's a softer market and nothing under contract, is something that we're going to watch. The good news is there are only a handful of units for sale at Splash. 6 units total. 1, 2, 3 of those are 1-bedroom plans. 2 are the smaller 2-bedroom plans, and 1's the larger 2-bedroom plan. So a couple things to notice there. If you have a 3-bedroom you're thinking of selling, prime opportunity. You don't have a lot of competition, or even a larger 2-bedroom plan. But you can see where some of these prices are and why some of that's sitting out there on the market. That's the 2023 year in review. If you have any questions on those things we were talking about earlier, any of the local ordinances or the state law, if you have questions about rental revenue, maybe what you can do to raise rental revenue for 2024, please let me know. There are a lot of good things we're going to be talking about or talking with buyers about for Panama City Beach. Just think about the last couple of weeks when Topgolf was announced. Dolly Parton's major investment in the area was announced. Tootsie's major investment in the area was announced by moving over to Spinnaker. And stay tuned maybe for what's happening right next door over there. The 27-acre hospital is very much underway. Just looked at this, an 80,000 square foot building, primary care, physicians, urgent care, cardiology, and orthopedics already all pre-leased. That building's opening this year. So there are a lot of good things in Panama City Beach locally that will drive real estate values. Just more things coming, more major investment coming, a lot of which will help the vacation rental market. So keep an eye on that. Also, final pro tip, if you don't watch videos from Altos Research, there's a guy named Mike Simonson who puts out some videos. A lot of it's geared towards real estate professionals, but he does a really excellent job at following the overall market and following leading indicators or looking at things to see where trends are heading. He's very optimistic. His last couple of videos in December, he's very optimistic about where the market is headed in 2024 after being pretty pessimistic about the market for most of the year. If you watch some of his videos, especially if you like data, he simplifies some really important parts. I would encourage you to check it out. I'll put it in the link below the video down here. Watch him, maybe watch a video or two of his once or twice a month to get a sense of where things are going. Our condo market is dealing with some things some factors and local things that are quite a bit different than some of the national news. So make sure when you're watching his stuff, you're also balancing it with getting some local information. I'm very interested to see where the condo market will be headed this spring. So far, pricing, depending on where you are, has been somewhat stable. Again, the market in the Splash is a little bit soft at the moment, so make sure you're keying in. If you are selling, you're getting realistic on your pricing. This is the time to make sure your marketing is just amazing. You've got to have great write-ups, great videography, all the things we talked about earlier. So if you have any questions, again, my name is Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. 850-290-0417 is a direct line for me. If you have any questions, reach out. Happy New Year.